Hey, Knowledge family, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing fine. Y'all already see the title. But anyway, Lil Nas X, okay? And please hit the like and subscribe button, please, so I can do that. Y'all already know I told y'all now. I don't be asking for all no donations, and I don't ask for all this Cash App stuff. All I ask is you please subscribe and like the video. Okay, now, Lil Nas X. They is a big old thing with Lil Nas X. It got a lot of black men and a lot of other people that's mad about Lil Nas X, okay? It's been a big uproar about that, okay? Now, Lil Nas X took a photo portraying as if he was pregnant, okay? Now, then, it's a whole nother issue story about Ciara and Megan Thee Stallion and Imani, and they was in Italy doing some type of event, fashion event or whatever, and they was twerking at an event party. Okay, so then you have some people over here that's all upset about that, and it's a lot of people, mostly black men, that was talking about it. Not all black men now. Even in the Nas X situation, is some black men, not all, that's in uproar about it. And then on the Ciara and Megan Thee Stallion and Imani situation, it's an uproar about that too. Okay, now I hope I ain't saying that girl name wrong or whatever, but you know, whatever. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. Okay, now, so we have two of those topics today that I'm going to try to squeeze in right quick, okay? So now, I'm going to start off with Megan Thee Stallion, because you have Lil Nas X issue that it's a lot of black men that's out here calling, asking why black women are not saying anything about Lil Nas X, or are we going to cancel Lil Nas X? So I'm going to get to Lil Nas X, but I want to first touch on this, the situation about Megan Thee Stallion, Ciara, and Imani, okay? Now, they went over seas to Italy somewhere. It was in Italy, and they was at an event. Now then, it looks like they was at this conservative party event, okay, and everybody was dressed very conservative, very nice. Ciara had on a nice long dress, and Megan had on a nice long dress, and Imani had on a nice kind of like a poofy type dress or whatever, okay. Now at this event, all three of them started, a certain song I guess came on in Italy. Now it's this conservative event has a lot of people in Italy, you know, at this event, okay? And had the Italian men, Italian women, it was just full, okay? So now, a song came on, and they was feeling nice and happy and whatever, and they started twerking, okay? They started twerking, and they started getting it, and they dropped to the ground, and they was just twerking, and they was twerking, and they was hitting each other on the booty butt, you know, and they was just twerking and dancing. Now, they was twerking with each other, like not with each other, but they were side by side, and they was doing their little twerk thing in front of a table. They wasn't twerking on any men at the event. They wasn't in the middle of the floor like twerking at the event so that everybody can see them. They was twerking in their area where they were, okay? So you had a lot of black men who had an issue with this, okay? Now Ciara is married, and Megan, she has a boyfriend, and I don't know what his name is. Y'all have to look that up, but she does have a boyfriend at this time. And I did see where her and her boyfriend was at a event that Jay-Z was having, and her and her boyfriend had on, looked like matching engagement rings, or either they secretly got married. Either or, don't know. Allegedly, a lot of people saying that they secretly got married. I don't know, but I do know that they got some matching rings on them hands there, okay? Now, so I don't know about Imani's situation. You know, I don't know if she's married or whatever. But the point is, it's a lot of men who was upset about them twerking in Italy. okay, around all these Italy men who is of another shade of color, okay? So now it got kind of heated. Now I want to say that it's some black men, not all, okay? Because I be wanting y'all, because I don't want a lot of black men who's like, I don't have a problem with it. I know there are some black men who do not, you know, they was like, okay, whatever they do, okay? But it seems funny to me that they can go, and I'm going to let y'all listen to some clips on this Megan and them thing and the Lil Nas X situation, because there are two men, black men, that I ran across, and they had something to say about the Megan, Ciara, and Normani situation, and then it's another black man that has something to say about Lil Nas X, okay? And I just want to talk to them gentlemen, or want to address what they said, okay? Now, so I find it funny that when black men are at these big parties, these yacht parties, these boat parties, or these big events, where even when it's conservative events, that when women are twerking at those events, they have nothing to say. It's okay. For women, I don't give a damn if they got on long dresses, wedding dresses. I don't care if the dresses are going down to the ground, down the street, or whatever, train down the street. What I do know is that why is it that when they do the twerking, no matter what they have on, a thong or a long dress, it's no problem. We don't hear all that. We don't hear all that, okay? Now, I just want y'all to listen to this Megan Thee Stallion and Ciara, what this man here had to say about these three women twerking in Italy, okay? Now, hold on. I'm going to let y'all listen to this, and then I'm going to come back, and I want to address what he said, okay? Because there's a lot of black men out here calling for black women to say something. Now, listen.
Now, if you look at that, that looked like a minstrel show to me. I mean, you in Italy. First of all, you representing black America when you going over there, right? Anytime that you leave America and they see your blue passport and they know that you're black American, that comes actually with a certain, thing of respect. I know what I'm telling you. They actually have more respect for you overseas than in this country. People are curious, about us as black Americans, right? And they want to ask a lot of questions. So you're representing who we are in the world when you go overseas. Now, if you invited to the Dolce & Gabbana, party, you see how they're dressed. They're not dressed any kind of hood rat dressing. Obviously, I can tell those dresses, they bought, was definitely a pretty penny. I can tell just looking at the material. But while you're there, it's okay to dance. It's okay to enjoy yourself. No problem. But why in the hell do you always got to sit here and shake your behind, squatting to the ground, shaking your behind, even in an event like that? Why? And it's not just Ciara. Now, let's start on her first. She's a married woman. She has a husband at home. And let me cover the silly responses. Well, if her husband don't care about it, ain't about her husband caring about anything. The fact is, she don't respect herself as a mother, and she don't respect her husband doing something like that. Once again, she knows how to dance. We've seen it. She's a very, very skilled and talented dancer. That's why what she was doing, really, to me, was kind of beneath her, how talented she is in dancing. I mean, that girl has done so many different things in the area of dance, right? Now, Megan Thee Stallion, let's talk about her. Megan, can you turn off the booty shaking for 5 minutes at an event? That's all you got to do, even in some sort of classy dress. This is what you're doing, sticking your tongue out. I mean, you got to know when to turn that off sometime. You understand? It's like, and the bad part about it is that there's a lot of little women that's influenced by Megan Thee Stallion. So you don't know how to have class anywhere. That's all you want to do. Look, you make your money doing that, whatever you do. And then them white folks over there filming y'all behind, and y'all looking silly. Y'all looking like a minstrel show. And this is why I say you acting like some wild hyena hood rats. You in a position in a place where they would never get to. And even in them positions, you still act that way. And I know someone gonna say, oh, they just having fun, Phil. Lighten up. No, I'm not lightening up. Because what you don't understand is those women, whether you like it or not, is affecting your image. Sisters. Now I'm gonna say that. They are affecting your image when they go to different countries throughout the world. And if they're gonna represent the image of sisters, at least in certain areas, represent it with class. Now, if Megan doing the show over there, she in her element, do that. I ain't got nothing to say, because that's what she do. That's how she, whatever. But in those elements, I was they invited you to the Dolce & Gabbana party for some reason, and maybe they want to talk to you about business. I don't know what they want to do with you over there. But the fact is, we see too many women, even married women in our community, that's walking around here trying to emulate Megan Thee Stallion, acting like some wild hyena hood rats, and thinking that's cool. And you wonder why the brothers in our community are so reluctant to get married. No man wants to see his wife or a potential wife doing what you saw in that video. First of all, as a husband, what Ciara was doing was embarrassing. Because now you're going to have 50 million people asking you, man, I saw your wife online. What's she doing? You know what I'm saying? And then someone like Megan, no, she's not married. But the fact is, a man with sense that's not a simp would not want to marry Megan Thee Stallion. Because she don't know when to stop that. She take things too far. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the way she's going, she gonna be by herself. Look, she was already starting that. Black men don't protect us. Black men. Well, the reason why black men don't protect you, I'm gonna tell you why. A black man is not gonna protect you because you out here looking like a whore. Only your man or your husband is supposed to be there to protect you, not some random dude that you don't know. Maybe you presented yourself like a lady and acted like a lady. You wouldn't be saying out here, was somebody not protected? Your own individual man is supposed to protect you. Not just random people you do not know. Now, if a dude wants to do that, out of the kindness of his heart, he can. But you can't be just demanding something.
Okay, y'all. So, y'all heard that, okay? So now, first of all, I just want to say that, he said that wouldn't nobody want Megan Thee Stallion but a simp. Now, the man that I seen Megan Thee Stallion with, anybody can go check and look. Don't look nothing like a simp. From things that I've seen and look at, on some of their social media, whatever, he don't act like a simp. Okay? Now, and this man do want Megan Thee Stallion, and he has Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so let's get that point straight right there. So when he said that nobody would ever want Megan but a simp, that right there is wrong. Because that man there I seen don't look nothing like a simp, don't act anything like a simp or anything like that. Look like a pretty nice gentleman to me. But anyway, and she got a pretty nice sized rock on her finger, and he do too. Okay, so now let's go back. Sometimes, now, this is to some of these black men who have been trashing these three women publicly on the internet, okay? Not all black men now, black men, understand, because I know it's a hell of a lot of y'all that do not trash black women in public. And we appreciate that, and we also got your back. And I'm gonna tell you how we have these type of brothers who do not publicly bash black women and who do not publicly degrade black women and have something to say about black women. We got them men their back, regardless. We got their back. Now they might not know we have their back, but if you know that you are the type of black man who do not publicize bashing black women and don't publicly degrade black women and don't publicly call black women out their name, then you know you are the ones we have your back. Okay? Now, so let's just jump back to that. So then sometimes black men, some of these black men who get on the internet and start talking about black women and all that stuff, sometimes you have to be careful, because you are talking. He sat right up there and said Ciara is a married woman, but then in them same sentences, he's called these women acting like they are hyena hood rats. Okay? Now, I don't know if many people know what a hyena is, and if you look at some of the hyena pictures, the majority of them got a face like a monkey. Okay? And so that's degrading in itself. Okay? And he's talking about Ciara, who has a husband. So see, sometimes you have to watch when you're talking about certain women, because then you're inviting a can of whoop ass from that husband or boyfriend. Not promoting violence at all. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to stop the violence, because that could open up a can of whoop ass, because you're talking about that man's wife or girlfriend or sister or auntie or cousin or whatever. So you have to watch what you say, you know. But see, black men, some black men are so quick to want to degrade black women till they instantly forget about who the black women have on their side. See, and then when they get checked, it's all of a sudden, oh, well, you know, I didn't mean it that way. But sometimes it be too late, you know. So let's fix that problem right there. Some of these black brothers who do that, okay? Because you have to watch. Megan has a man. Ciara has a man. Imani most likely has a man. So you have to watch when you go talking about these women and calling them hyena hood rats and all that, and whore, they looking like whores and all that. You have to watch what you're talking about now. Now, let's go to the next thing now. So now you have that in this situation, some black men are wondering why black women are not saying anything about Megan and Megan Thee Stallion and Ciara and Imani twerking all over the place, okay? But for one thing, black women now has a unity that we don't check each other or talk to each other about things like that in public and with publicly humiliating them. Okay? Now we might tell you how some of us do this. We might say up under one of their Facebook pages, like, hey girl, that dress was very short, but you might need to watch how you drop the ground in a dress like that. Okay? Or, hey beautiful, you was looking real nice in that such and such color dress, but you might want to slack up on the twerking around certain events. Something like that. You know, I'm not quite sure how some of us do it, but we do know that the black women talk to each other in a respectable way. Okay? And I'm quite sure that probably somebody who agree or disagree said something about it. We don't know. But what we do know is we are not going to humiliate them in public the way some black men do. All of a sudden. Now, there's some black men out here that look at every twerk video that these women put out. Look at all in their OnlyFans page and sneaking and peeking all up in there. And then wishing they would drop their girlfriends or their wife right now if one of them came to some of these black men and say, hey, I want you and I want you right now. Let's go ahead on and get together and make this thing work. There's plenty of these black men that will drop their girlfriends right now just to be with these three women. You know? And always when they twerking or they at some other type of event, it ain't no problem. But then when they did this in front of another shade of men, all of a sudden now, see, they can twerk in front of some black men and some black men have nothing to say. They loving it. They all up in their Facebook page, or all up in their Twitter page, all up in their OnlyFans page, all up everywhere looking at them. Clicking like, loving like, and all that, hit sliding in their DMs and everything else. See, as long as they doing it with some of the black brothers. But then, if they do it in front of another shade of men, all of a sudden, they are whores, they are sluts, they are all this, they are hyenas, and they are all, they just, every disgusting, degrading name you want to name in the book. That's what they become. See how quickly some black men turn on black women. Do you see how quickly they turn on black women? And that's what we've been trying to voice to some of our brothers out here. Stop degrading us. But then they ask, are the women going to say anything about Megan Thee Stallion? Black women, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Now they call on us when they need us, and when they no longer need us, they go back to trashing and degrading black women. See, that's what we have to stop. And there's some strong black brothers out here who's always right behind their black women. But I'm talking to the ones who quickly turn like a garden snake that you can't even see. They blending in with the grass. You can't even see if that's the snake or the grass because they both green and they just sneaky. 1 minute they alright, and then 1 minute they ain't alright. You know? So that's what we talking about there. So when you call women that right there hyenas and hood rat, hyena hood rats. I ain't never heard of a hyena hood rat. But, you know, all right. But then nobody wants to, this thing here about, you know why nobody protects black women? He said, Megan Thee Stallion is one of the first to say, black men don't protect black women. That's what he said. Y'all heard it for yourself. Black men, that Megan is the first. Megan Thee Stallion, he said, is the first to always say, black men don't protect black women. Black men need to protect black women. And he said that you want to know why black men don't protect black women? Because you're acting like, because she want to know why they don't protect her. Is because she's acting like a whore. Now, you mean to tell me that because a woman, so-called, acts like a whore, she don't need any protection from a black man? Okay? And then he said that it's not for a random man to protect her. It's for her man to protect her. Not no random dude off the street. It's up to her husband to protect her. Or up to her boyfriend to protect her. Not the random men out here on the street. But you know what? When things are getting heated and hectic, these same type of black men love to call on the black woman's voice to speak up. That's all I've been hearing this week when it came to Lil Nas X and Ciara and Megan Thee Stallion and Normani. Everybody want to know, black women, where y'all at? Why y'all ain't speaking up? Why y'all ain't saying that? Oh, why y'all ain't this? Why y'all ain't that? And in Lil Nas X case, I'm finna get to Lil Nas X. Let me just handle this story here with Megan, Ciara, and Normani, and then I'm gonna address the Lil Nas X little story, okay? But now, always hollering. Now you say that the only protection we need is, and see, you say, nah, I didn't say the protection for black women. I said her, regardless, she's a black woman. And we hold and stands together in unity. So when you're talking about her, you're talking about us. Okay? And so now, you say that the only people that should protect us is our boyfriend or our husband, right? When we act like whores. Okay? Or when we do something that some of y'all don't like. Then we don't need protection. But then it's funny how the black men, a lot of them, most of them, call on the black woman voices when they need that voice of justice. When they need that voice of, oh, they need to be canceled. Black women, where you at? Y'all ain't gonna cancel this person? Black women, where you at? Y'all ain't gonna cancel. Black women, where you at? Y'all ain't saying that. Black women, how come y'all ain't saying that? I told y'all, black women are starting right now, or moving in silence. I told this in another video. Black women sit back and we listen, because we move in silence, okay? Because we no longer protect who don't want to protect us, okay? Now, you have some men out here that we will go hard for, and it's some that subscribers of my platform that, hey, because when I do videos, they don't never degrade me. They might not agree with a lot of things I say, but they don't get on there and call me B's and F's and all this and all whores and all that. If they don't have anything nice to say, they just don't say nothing at all. You know, like, I don't agree with that right there. I don't agree with her video on this, but she alright, she cool, but I ain't gonna say nothing, okay? Those are the men we protect, you know? Now, y'all, you know, it just kills me that I told everybody that we sit back. Black women across this United States are sitting back in silence, listening, watching. For the men who have platforms, for the men who have podcasts, for the men who have all these different type of internet channels, for the men who have, we are sitting back, and everything that most of you guys post, if it's disrespectful, we see it. If you bash us a lot on your platform, we see it and hear it. We have our eyes open. And a lot of them are asking, where we at? If you know you are the type of black man who always bashing black women, always degrading black women, or got something slick to say and act like y'all think that we didn't catch it. Oh yeah, we caught it. But if you know you are the type of man to do that, don't you even come calling on no black women to speak up. For nothing for you. Okay? We will speak up for the ones that don't degrade us in public, humiliate us in public, call us all type of names and stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, I looked at some hyena pictures the other day, and they got monkey face. Their face is built up and formed up just like a doggone monkey. You know? So sometimes you have to watch. I don't care how mad you are, you still have to respect people in public. And that's what black women are demanding that some black men do. You know? So now, always calling on black women. But then, you say the only people that are supposed to protect y'all is your husband or your boyfriend or somebody like that. But then when black men have a problem with police brutality, or all of a sudden they want random black women. See, black women are not qualified to have random black men, according to this right here. It's up to the boyfriend or the husband to protect her. But when they need something, yeah, we supposed to all jump in. This is 2021. We don't do it like that no more. We don't. We used to. And like I said, women used to jump up real quick for everybody in every situation and all that. But right now, we jump up for who respects us. And if you don't respect us, we don't jump up. We don't care what kind of situation you got. It's just even. We got to keep this thing even. How in the hell is you don't jump? We can't have random black men fight for us if we act like a hoe. But black women can jump to a black man's defense even if they act like whores. Oh, come on now. Y'all got us messed up around here. But anyway, some black men got us messed up. I suggest some black men start... I'm going to tell you, you need to go look at this, you need to check out the Black Pearl. See, women are Black Pearl. You need to go check out that Black Pearl video with Yo-Yo, because it might be before a lot of people time here. But you need to go check back that video, say, Yo-Yo, that's what we on now. Black Pearl. Black women are Black Pearl. And they have men in the chorus of that song. It's called Black Pearl by Yo-Yo. They have men in that chorus part saying, Black Pearl, pretty little girl, lift you up to where you belong. Black men are saying in that song, black pearl, pretty little girl, let us lift you up where you belong. That's where we at. And if you ain't on that, don't ask for the help. Don't ask for the help. Not till you change your ways. Now, you can change your ways and we might reconsider. But anyway, let me go ahead on. Now, black women are looking and listening. And we are sitting back. And like I said, we listen to every podcast, to every radio station, to every, if you have some type of show that you have on the internet, we look at your social media page when you tweet out stuff and all that, and we are looking to see where the disrespect of black women are coming from. And if we feel that it's that person or them men, we do not jump up and protect no more. No, not unless you are protecting us and not humiliating us in public. That's all I got to say about that. You know, love to call on some black women, you know, but then say some stuff like that. Okay, all right, yeah, automatically. I'm just saying how they switch real quick, you know. So now, the majority, so since people saying, y'all ain't gonna say nothing about Megan and all that, see, we don't let our sisters go that easily. We don't. Unlike some black men. See, the majority of black women don't let their sisters go that easy. Unlike some black men, you know. The majority of our sisters know how and when to check each other. Okay? And we do it in a respectful way. Unlike, you know, some black men, you know. And for some reason, like I said, men love to disrespect black women, and they love to say stuff, and then they quick to ask for us to speak up on a certain situation or a certain matter. That ain't gonna work. Now, y'all will turn on a black woman so quickly. You know, because now I ran into this guy here because he usually talk on social issues, and that's what I be digging and checking out. And then for some reason he wanted to do one on Megan, which is his choice. He could do that, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Just remember that, okay? Now, it feels funny to a lot of black men that women are not speaking up. You know, I've been hearing that. When situations come up, I've been hearing black men saying, black women, where y'all at? Black women, how come y'all ain't saying nothing? Black women, y'all ain't gonna cancel this person? Black women. See, that shows right there that we've been sitting back, moving in silence. And it feels odd to some black men because it's most likely, most of the time, the ones who are calling for us are the ones who's always disrespecting us in some type of form, fashion, or way. And you can hear them saying, see, that shows that what we doing as black women, as a unity all across the United States, it's working. Because, I don't know if y'all heard it, just pay attention. Black women, where y'all at? Y'all ain't gonna cancel this person. Black women, where y'all at? I mean, calling on us like little schoolboys. Black women, where y'all at? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. I mean, I can't believe the black women ain't saying nothing. You know, a black woman must condone this. You know, a black woman must be scared to say something. Black women so quiet. Black women, where y'all at? We right here. We right here. Sitting back, moving in silence, and watching the ones who we need to come out for. And like I said, it's a whole lot of brothers out here we move, stomp hard for, and will stomp hard for, because we know the ones who do not disrespect us in public. Okay? So while you calling and calling and calling and calling, we hear you. But most likely you are one of the ones who are always doing the disrespect. Always got something bad to say about a black woman. Always got to down a black woman. Always got to degrade a black woman. Always got something about black women that's very, very negative coming out of your damn mouth. So that's why your calls or unanswered. Okay? So now, let's get to the Lil Nas X little thing here, okay? Now, you got so many people asking, where the black women at? Like I just told y'all. Why come the black women ain't saying nothing about Lil Nas X? This is what they, oh, you got some folks that mad about Lil Nas X. Now, Lil Nas X took a photo portraying like he was pregnant, okay? And he was portraying like, you know, he's gonna give birth to his new album called Montero. Okay? Now, they coming up with everything in the book about black women. Y'all ain't gonna cancel Lil Nas X. Wanna know we gonna cancel Lil Nas X, okay? Now it's a gentleman. Let me just say, Lil Nas X is the most best troll there is. Lil Nas X be trolling everybody. He be trolling. And let me tell you, Lil Nas X just has learned the game. Okay? He is a master at trolling certain people. But first, let me let y'all hear this about this man here. Not the same man. This is a whole nother man here. Who asks, was women, black women or women in general, gonna cancel Lil Nas X? Okay? So let's get on this Lil Nas X story. Okay? Now, can't believe women ain't saying nothing. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Okay, here it go.
Angles and different approaches, right?
Here it go.
So the first approach, angles and different approaches, right? So the first approach is this, right? It's for the women out there. You know what I'm saying? All the real women, you know what I mean? Naturally born women out there. This is for y'all. You know, the baby, he speaks out, he says, I guess, some comments that people didn't like. And I've seen a lot of, you know, women canceling the baby, canceling him, right? So I'm just wondering if these same women are going to cancel Lil Nas X. Because, you know, there's, I mean, he is imagery of him being pregnant. You understand? So when I look into that, it's like, you know, growing up, I always saw pregnancy as a female's superpower. If women are okay with that, you know what I mean? And it's kind of looking like these same women that would ban a heterosexual male just for saying something that some, you know, people might not like. You would cancel him, right? Will let something like this, like, you know, Lil Nas X will let that ride and would not cancel him, will actually accept a man acting as if he's pregnant and then taking pictures with a pregnant belly as a full-grown man. Y'all will accept that, but then want to cancel a heterosexual male just speaking out against something like that. You know, that's one angle that came across my mind after I got the... Are we not going to cancel him from hip-hop? Are we not going to cancel him from the culture? Or is it just does it have to be acceptable because that's what he wants to do? And if that's the case, then when heterosexual men speak in a certain manner, in a certain way, that has to be accepted as well. You know what I'm saying? We have to play this thing fair. And, you know, even with that, it's like, you know, women, you know, it's like, it seems like men are taking everything away from women, and, you know, women are actually letting it happen, and they're rooting it on, and they're saying, we're for it. You understand? Like, you know, I don't know. You know, and it gets to the point where it's like women are going to have to step up and speak their piece on this, or forever hold your peace, right? Because once you have men that are in that community having babies, what does that hold for women in the future? What does that mean for women in the future? And I think that, you know, women should take a deep dive into that. That's a deep hole, man, when you really start to look into that. You already have, you know, the transgenders. They can
manipulate their bodies to look more like a woman than a woman looks like a woman. You start to have cookies, male cookies. You understand? Having babies. And once a man can take that's the last stand for a female, if you ask me. Like, that's the one thing that y'all are able to do that we can. And once they take that from you guys, it's gonna get spooky for women soon enough. Y'all gonna see this whole thing turn against y'all in some years. Believe it or not, it's gonna work against you in some years. That's one angle. One angle is women. Y'all not gonna cancel him. Y'all not looking 10 years ahead. You gotta look 10 years ahead with this kind of fuckery. You understand? And then the other angle is maybe that's why y'all been coming up missing so much. Maybe that's why women just come up missing, because you gotta understand how much, body parts and things as such, how much they go for on the black market when it comes to this organ harvesting. And you got to understand that some of these cookie couples will pay anything to have a baby. They'll pay anything to get whatever it takes to be implanted in them to have kids. And Lil Nas X is spearheading that. He's
Okay, so
spearheading the movement. It's a deep rabbit hole. So again.
okay, so y'all, I just want to say, I like the reverse psychology that he was using, because it was things that he really wanted to say, but he was saying, like, black women, where you at? Because if y'all don't say nothing, y'all gonna diss about y'all, and y'all diss about that. Okay, so let me address all that, okay? Because I do like the reverse psychology that he tried to use on that, but I can tell you right now, let's talk about that, because he said, I don't know. I don't understand, or I don't know, or whatever. So I'm finna explain it right quick so we can close this thing right on out, okay? Now, first of all, stop using black women and women to say, like you say, black women, where y'all at? Y'all need to do this, y'all do that. And then you use black women in whatever you're trying to say because they're too scared to say it themselves. See, they're too scared to touch on the subject themselves, and they don't want to say anything about the situation for real, so therefore they'll drag women inside of what they're trying to say so that they can get out what they're trying to say. Sound confusing? Yeah. Just go ahead on and say what you have to say. Whether people disagree with you or not, then just say it. But don't drag women in it and then try to make women feel like they in jeopardy if they don't say nothing. We know when we in jeopardy. Believe me, we know when we in jeopardy. So now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Lil Nas X and what he said. Now, Lil Nas X is a big old troll, okay? He has mastered being a troll. And this is how he promotes his music, his brand, and everything else, okay? Now, Lil Nas X basically trolls who he feels don't like him. And he trolls his haters. And who are the most people that Lil Nas X right at this time feel like don't like him? Heterosexual men. So some of them, not all of them, okay? Some heterosexual men, he feels most likely have a problem with what he do, because you can see how some people or some heterosexual men get on the internet and they'll say certain things about what Lil Nas X do, okay? So, he's not trolling black women, okay? Now, we all know that is a fake pregnant belly he got, okay? Now, he did that most likely to upset heterosexual men who don't like him. Okay? He did that just to mess with him. But I'm going to tell you right now, he is good at at promoting when he troll. When he troll, he is good at promoting. Because let me tell you something. Lil Nas X, he know that he could do something like that that's gonna offset everything all across. He know that it's gonna make some people mad. And the more madder they get, the more they talk about it. The more upset they are, the more they talk about it. And he knows this. So therefore, he gets his promotion for free. He have everybody working for him who don't like him or who is his haters, because they're going to start talking and talking and talking, and then all these clicks and views start, and everybody want what he got to say about Lil Nas X, what they got to say about Lil Nas X, and the whole time it's promoting Montero. Okay? And he is using, he don't have to dig in his pocket to promote nothing. He don't have to spend no money to promote nothing. All Lil Nas X had to do was take a damn picture, and everybody, it was a lot of people that is promoting his Montero album right now, and he didn't have to do nothing, and they promoting it because out of anger. So he done mastered being a troll, and he done mastered how to promote his music and his brand and any other thing he had. Yeah, he done did that now, and he done did that. I got to give it to him. He done did that because everybody who is upset, mad, and all that stuff, they are getting on their platforms, or they getting on their Twitters, or they getting on their Facebooks, and they getting on everybody else, and they showing the picture. Lil Nas X, can y'all believe this? Lil Nas X, Lil Nas X, Lil Nas X, Lil Nas X. And he is steady getting that free promotion, and he ain't most likely had to touch no money out of his bank account, because everybody else who are his haters and who he feels don't like him is promoting it for free. Now that's a smart businessman right there. You can say what you want. You can get mad at what I just said, but you got to see this is what I do. You can click on these videos, you can click on my playlist, and you will see that is what I do. I teach people how to start businesses, finance, inventory, anything they want to know to help their career, better their career, and it's for free. So I know about business, and he is a good business head, because that's what he doing. Now we all know it's fake, So now people say, oh, but that ain't the point. The point is he took a picture acting like he was pregnant. Okay, see, that's why I need for everybody to know that. And this gentleman here is that what we need to start doing is talking to our children more about heterosexual lifestyle and the gay lifestyle, LGBTQ lifestyle. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't want to do that, but let me tell you something. A lot of children got taken advantage of in the music industry and everywhere else. They got taken advantage of because they didn't know anything about the heterosexual world and the LGBTQ world lifestyle. Okay? So therefore a lot of children got taken advantage of, because it's always some people who wants to sweep the gay lifestyle, LGBTQ lifestyle. They want to sweep it up under the rug. Don't talk about it. We don't want to talk about that around our kids. We don't want to talk about that. But you want them to keep seeing the heterosexual world, but you don't want to talk about this. You don't want to talk about this. So then they say, it's exposing our kids to this. Talk to your kids. That's how come a lot of our children have been taken advantage of, because they didn't know about certain different lifestyles. And then, they act like, see, we have to take responsibility as parents ourselves. What are our kids going to think? Well, your kids ain't supposed to be learning nothing off the internet any doggone way. You're supposed to be teaching them. See, that's where the men have to jump in at, and teach their children. And help teach their children along with the mother. Everybody else. You have to teach them the different lifestyle so they already know. So when you see someone like Lil Nas X, then they already know, oh, that's the LGBTQ world lifestyle. So that's why he doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you better believe my kids and my grandkids they know about heterosexual world. They know about the gay world, LGBTQ world. They know about all that. So when they're out there, and anybody, it could be a coach, it could be a teacher, it could be anybody that hit them inappropriately, then they'll come back and say, hey, G Mama, I believe my coach is part of the LGBTQ community because they hit me on my nana. And I'd be like, huh? Well, see, if we hadn't told them nothing, they would have been thinking, well, I don't know if this is right, not right. I don't know what to... Now, when they get older, they can choose what side they want. And we're not going to love them any less. So that's what people have to start doing. Stop trying to always want to hide it. You know, our kids going to be exposed. Talk to your kids. Your kids, you're supposed to have a relationship with your children anyway where they know both sides. And if they know both sides, what the hell are you worried about it for? Because everybody know a man can't get pregnant. So if you're talking to your children and teaching your children, they automatically know if they see that picture of Lil Nas X, say, oh, I guess that's part of that LGBTQ world lifestyle. You know, okay, carry on. And they go ahead. It don't affect nobody. Stop sweeping stuff under the rug. That's how come so many of our children had got taken advantage of for all these years and all these decades. And then you got all these different videos coming out. Like, oh, this person was in the music industry, got taken advantage of. Oh, this person was in the movie industry, got taken advantage of. Oh, this person... Ain't nobody sit down and talk to nobody. And if they did, then we don't know what happened up in there. But what we do know, talk. Stop sweeping stuff under the rug. Stop trying to hide and stuff. This stuff is in the open now. They are showing the heterosexual world on TV, and they're showing the LGBTQ world on TV. So parents just have to talk to their kids. Now, let's go back to this man here. For number one, the majority of women still love... Let me tell you this, because he said, y'all ain't gonna cancel Lil Nas X. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Where y'all at? And I told y'all why. A lot of us ain't saying nothing, okay? So where y'all at? Where y'all at? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all ain't gonna cancel Lil Nas X, this, that. First of all, the majority of women out here still accept their children who are gay or in the LGBTQ community, okay? We don't let our children go that easily, unlike some black men or some men, period. Okay, the majority of women accept anybody who is in the LGBTQ community. We really do. We don't care. We accept anybody, unlike some men. Okay, we express our likes and dislikes, but when we do that, we don't degrade anyone. And let me tell you like this. Lil Nas X, he took that photo. Everybody raising hell about that photo. But why is it don't nobody raise a whole lot of hell about sex trafficking? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Oh, no. God, shut up. God, be quiet. You know what a girl, be quiet. We want to stay on Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X situation is not killing the people in our community. It's not a life-threatening situation. It's so many life-threatening situations out here that nobody wants to talk on. They want to talk on Lil Nas X. Hey, we got bigger fish to fry around here than Lil Nas X, okay? We really do. Like that black woman who was walking her dog by the lakefront of Chicago and was attacked by some police officers. You know, allegedly attacked. What I looked at and seen, you know, it didn't look too good. They didn't handle that situation too right to me. You know what I'm saying? But why isn't the same people that's asking, black women, where y'all at about canceling Lil Nas X, why aren't y'all reporting on these stories here? See, that was a black woman, so no, we ain't studying that right there. We ain't studying that right there. But we want your help. But we want your help, black women, but we ain't studying that black woman story. But we want your help. But we want your help. We want you to help cancel this person. We want you to help do this. But see, when somebody drag you by the hair or police brutality by a woman, we ain't saying too much on that. No. Yeah, we got to keep this thing even. Like he said on now, you got to keep this thing even. If you cancel one, you should cancel the other. Yeah, we need to keep this thing even too here. Okay? Now, you know, ain't nobody saying nothing about talking about some Lil Nas X. We got bigger fish to fry in this black culture right here than that right there. What about the trafficking? How we going to keep pushing? Let's start reporting on that. And let's start seeing and start, you know, gathering up information so we can slow this trafficking thing down. How about that woman, that black woman who had the confrontation with the police in Chicago? Ain't nobody said anything about Elijah McClain. That his case just opened up and they have indictments now of 3 officers and 2 paramedics. Where's all that? But we want to talk about a photo that we all know can't happen, won't happen. Oh, but that ain't the point. I just told you. But exposing it to kids, I already explained that, what you need to do for that. So now let's focus on these real stories that's really impacting our communities and our culture. Okay? Because I ain't heard none one of those 3 stories yet. And now, let's talk about, he said, oh, that's how come some of y'all coming up missing. Oh, no, it ain't. How some of us coming up, like I said, the majority of women and men who are coming up missing is because of, most likely, a lot of it is due to sex trafficking. And if it's any organ harvesting things going on, reason why they coming up missing, it's most likely for the heart or for the kidney or something like that. But I can tell you right now, ain't no transgenders grabbing natural women for their poo nanny and their breasts. I can tell you that right now, because guess what, fellas? Some of the ones who don't understand, the transgenders have their own they use their own PPs, the skin, and all that to make their poo nannies. Okay? They do that surgically. They don't need ours. They don't use ours. They use their own with their own skin that they was born with. And for the breast thing, they don't need to snatch us and we come up missing so they can have our breasts. They have medication for that and surgery for that. Just like some of these women that y'all mess with every day, they had a butt implant and had a chest implant and all that. That's the same thing that the transgender do. The natural women don't need our booty to make their booty big. They don't need our breasts to make their breasts big, and neither does the transgenders. See, you got to start looking this stuff up, but see what it is, see, you need a scapegoat person to use to deliver your message. So then you start delivering that message, and the message is all screwed up because we looking and watching and saying, that ain't how they go. That's not why we come up missing. That's not why. That's not why. That's not why. Okay? So, but because, stop using us as a scapegoat. Go point blank period. Stop using black women as a scapegoat to deliver your message. We need for black men to step up, be their own leaders. Some of them. Now, we got some black men that step up all day long and deliver their message that they want to deliver to the public. And they make it clear without using women in the forefront of their message to deliver their message. They don't use women. They just say, hey, this is how I feel. This is how I go. And that point blank period. That's what you have to do. Don't come talking about, I feel like this. But now women, you better watch out. Because, see, you're trying to get women all excited and women mad or women triggered so that they can speak up. No, we're not doing that. We tired. It's y'all turn. It's y'all turn. Some of you black men, because there's a lot of black men out here that is doing that, okay? So, that's basically all I had to say about Lil Nas X. So, should we cancel Lil Nas X when? Why? You cancel Lil Nas X because of that picture? I've seen other pictures of guys who promoting their album with machetes and shotgun, machine guns and everything else. Pointing up in the air, pointing at each other, pointing at a police officer picture, pointing at a female picture, pointing at another dude picture, and all that. That right there is what we need to stop. Because that is destroying our culture and killing off our culture. But then this fake picture, you get more chaos and more uproar about a fake picture than you do a woman that was being attacked down there in Chicago, a black woman. You got more uproar about a fake picture than about a black woman. You got more uproar about a fake picture instead of the uproar about stop disrespecting black women in public and degrading them in public. Oh, ain't no uproar about that. But you got an uproar about something fake? Come on now. Come on now. We got to get our priorities straight. We got to get our priorities straight. Help save the black culture. And I understand you have your opinions on what Lil Nas X do, but Lil Nas X is a businessman. I done told y'all, he is trolling heterosexual men who don't like him. And he trolling the hell out of them. He using them for free promotion. That's all that is. That's all he is. Because my kids and everybody else that's around me that are young know the difference between a fake picture and not a fake picture. And they know the difference between heterosexual lifestyle and LGBTQ lifestyle. That's all you can do. But Lil Nas X ain't killing nobody, ain't murdering nobody. He ain't once said nothing degrading and bashing black women. He has not. He has not. You know? And I told y'all before, if they ain't bashing us, we speak up for you. That's all I got to say about that. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.